Hello and welcome to my thoughts on Metal Gear Solid 2 10 years on. I know the game originally was released in Japan and North America in 2001, but it wasn't released over in Europe till 2002, so I thought, this was one of my favourite games of 2002, so I thought, this would be the last one. So I did, as the saying goes, leave the best for last. I don't know what I was doing here. I knew you could hold them up, and I was trying to I kind of went a bit too far, and he didn't say freeze, so yeah. I don't. This game's pretty much self-explanatory. Why I think it's one of the best games. I think if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, you'll know why this game's the best. I mean, what I love about it is sneaking around. I love the fact that it's not about going in all guns blazing, because a lot of those games for me can get a bit stale after a while. I do get a bit bored of them. So this for me was kind of really an enjoyable, fresh game when the first game came out. Because I remember when the first game came out, it was like, oh, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid. I was like, what the hell is this Metal Gear Solid? Because I didn't have the internet and thing when the first game came out. So I kept hearing about it and I didn't have a clue what it was. When I played the first one, I absolutely loved it. What I love about this one, what they've changed, is the first person view. I think is really good. And I think things like that, is like you can actually take photos of that picture, and I think there's another one in here actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's another picture. You can take photos, and Otacon makes some very funny comments at the end of this mission. I decided to go with this bit is because this was the part of the demo. I was going to play the HD version because I do have the HD version on it on the Xbox. But unfortunately, my Xbox doesn't like my new DVD recorder for some reason, so I was unable to do that. Yeah, I kind of got caught out there a little bit, and I couldn't remember which button was to attack. But luckily, I managed to take him out. But I'm just going to put a tranquilizer in him so he doesn't get back up. But no, I love the fact they included the tranquilizer as well. I think it was just different because you don't really need to go shooting people up all the time. I think that's something that was never really seen in the game before. So I always thought that was a good idea, adding the tranquilizer. I mean, if you prefer to go in guns blazing, that's your choice. It's just I prefer using the tranquilizer. Don't know why. Doesn't really matter, but it's just my thing. It's actually quite weird because about this time 10 years ago, I remember, if you remember me saying in quite a few videos, that I got a demo with the best games of 2002, and I think I said it in my Ratchet & Clank video actually, and I just remember New Year's Eve, I couldn't get off this demo, so that's another reason why I left it till New Year's Eve to do this, because I just wanted to do that. I know it's a bit silly really, but it's a bit of sentimentality for me. It's actually quite funny playing this again, though. It made me want to play the game again. So that's what's great about it. So if I do decide to play it again, which I probably will, I will do probably do a full playthrough. Though I might have to do because I'm using the Subsistence version, because I did have the Sons of Liberty edition. That photo there, I swear, in the original game was different. I remember that being a different photo there, but because I seen it in the HD version when I was playing it, and I thought, well, they've changed that photo. Now seeing this on the Subsistence Subsistence was the special edition of Metal Gear 3. That's right, Subsistence. I get them confused. But yeah, they must have changed that especially for Substance, because Substance actually didn't come out until 2003. But it was the only other version I had. The only reason I got the HD version really was because I hadn't wanted to play Peace Walker, and it's always handy if my PlayStation 2 ever did break down. Really.
Freeze.
Oh, here we go with the freeze. There is a thing where they drop their dog tags. I can't remember how to do it now though. Because I think you've got something for collecting all the dog tags. It's actually quite. I find this really weird that this game is set in 2007, which is like now. Well, at the moment it's 5 years, but tomorrow it'd be 6 years ago. Well, tonight at midnight, yeah, of course. But and the second part, which you play as Raiden, because this is the first game that had Raiden in. I didn't do the Raiden bit because I know he's not a popular character. I don't really dislike him, if I'm honest. He doesn't really bother me. But I know there's a lot of dislike towards him, which I can't really see why, to be honest. But you know, everybody's got their own opinion on that, and you know they're entitled to that. Because I remember when I first put the disc in, because I didn't get the game until 2003, I think it was about September 2003. And I remember pressing play on it, and it's not a video, I mean starting the game up, and I accidentally pressed the plant part of the game, and I think, well, it's like, what's this? And I was quite confused because Snake wasn't there, so I mean it's quite confusing, but I like the fact that you could skip that part if you wanted to and just go straight to the other part of the game, which is set in 2009, which is about, well, it's at the moment, yeah, 3 years ago, but well, I'm going to say 4 years ago because you know, it doesn't really make a difference a day. So it's just really weird thinking that, because I think Metal Gear Solid 4 set in 2014, if I'm right. Oh, I remember coming in here. Oh, the cardboard box. This was in the first game, but this is really quite fun. The fun you can have with this. That's what I think. This game's just. I like how it uses comical things to sneak your way past. I just think it's hilarious. I like the fact that you can be clever and find ways to get around things. Like, for example, I used the fire extinguisher there to see those things, so I think that explodes if you walk straight through that. I can't remember, and I'm not going to find out. So that's what Archon's actually probably calling me to tell me. The reason I didn't include the opening cutscene because it was about nearly 12 minutes long, and I thought you don't want to sit through that, so I decided to leave that out. I would have liked to have included it. This is the bit I think this is. This is the boss. This is what surprised me about the demo, because after this boss, it actually carried on. And normally demos end quite quick.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
There's another cutscene now. Or is it a phone call? Oh, it's a phone call. Or is it? Oh yeah, I thought it was.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Oh, the cutscene's when we walk out the door.
Alaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
This is the very first boss fight in the game. Now, I personally find this one quite tricky. It's just timing. You've got to get a good shot. There's a few little tricks you can use to sort of catch her off. So
I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
I actually think a lot of the bosses in Metal Gear 2 can be a little tricky. I can't remember in full, but I know a lot of them are. Right, that helps you there, I think, because she can't blind you. Because later on she flicks it down, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I really was having a bit of trouble with the controls here. Oh, just missed her there.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Well, as I was saying earlier, though, I was actually quite shocked when I first played this demo, and the demo still carries on after this, but I probably will stop it after this boss fight. So I think I've really shown, you know, the majority of what I wanted to show. And the great thing about this is, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and you're quite interested in getting the game, you can actually get it for PlayStation 3 and Xbox and Vita as well. But the problem with the Vita version is it doesn't have Peace Walker, which for me is a bit of a shame because I've enjoyed playing Peace Walker. I'm I've sort of finished it. I've just got to do the wrapping up the last bits. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic game, Peace Walker. So unless you really want it for like when you're out and about. I'd go for the PlayStation and Xbox versions, not the Vita version, but as I said, it's entirely up to you. It's really annoying that it's not like that they've put that shot in there where you can just like jump out of cover, but the problem is to hit her you've got to aim like that, and it always seems to hit. I think this is the only boss that you're forced to use the tranquilizer. The rest you actually have the option. I think in the later Metal Gear games like 3 and 4, I think it rewards you for using the tranquilizer over guns. I think in Metal Gear 3, if you go up to a certain boss without killing anybody, it pays off. So the boss fight's a lot easier if I remember correctly. And in 4, I can't remember, you unlock stuff for not shooting the bosses with guns, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I just remember something about that. And that's her toast. Well, technically she's not because she's been tranquilized. And I think we get another phone call from Otacon in a minute.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Right, that's that's the end of this video now. So just let's say thank everybody for watching, and I hope everybody has a good new year and all that.